What's up, my beautiful chickities? Welcome to today's diary entry. I'm Valerie Alicia, and today I wanted to bring you a new episode of Mummy Monday, in which I'm gonna be wrapping up my first trimester, telling you what I went through and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. By the way, if you hear some crumbling of some sort in the background, that's Garbanzo chewing on his bone. So anyway, let's get started. So I wrote down everything on my phone just simply because I just don't want to leave anything out. But I wanted to first get started with the day everything began. Like, it was back in May. Gosh, that bone must be very good, huh? Huh, Garbanzo? Is it good, papito? Yeah? Yeah, he's loving it. So, it was back in May. I want to say it was like probably I think it was like a couple weeks before we went on vacation, and I went to the gym, and I remember I distinctly wanted to go to this class because I love this instructor. And so I looked online where she was going to be at, and she was going to be at an Ahwatukee location, which is about 20 minutes away from me. So I was like, it's okay, I'll just wake up and go. And I remember I was looking at it on my phone on my day off in the morning, and I had like, I don't know, 30 minutes to get to it. So I was like, okay. So I just got out of bed, brushed my teeth, got ready, and went. So I didn't eat breakfast, I didn't eat anything. I didn't even take a water bottle with me. So I went, did the class, and then when I got out, I called my sister and I was like, hey, do you want to just meet up because I'm in your area, or I'm close to you, I'm gonna be, you know, close by. And she was like, yeah, sure, just come over and we'll do something. Well, I headed over, and I distinctly remember when I got there, I said hi to my niece and everything, and I laid down on the couch, and all of a sudden, I was so tired, I could not even keep my eyes open. It was something that I had never ever experienced. I honestly felt like I was getting so sick. You know when you're coming down with something that you're just like, you want to just crawl into bed because you just feel it coming and you're just so tired and weak? That's exactly how I felt. And it was to the point where I think I came over to her house like around, I want to say like 10:30 in the morning. You guys, I didn't leave till like 3:30, close to 4 p.m. And that's because I forced myself to get up, because my niece, when she got out of school, she got home and she was like, hi, like, Titi, I'm so happy to see you. And I was out. I mean, I couldn't even wake up. So I made myself get up. My niece was there trying to wake me up, and my sister's like, what is going on? Like, are you getting sick? And I was like, I don't know, I think so, maybe. But I was like, I need to get out of here because I don't want to get your daughter sick, you know? So she's like, okay, but are you sure you're not pregnant? And I was like, I don't think so. By this point, no one knows that we're gonna be trying at all. Like, I hadn't told anybody that this was gonna be a thing that was gonna be in the near future. And she goes, well, I think you're pregnant. Like, I have a pregnancy test. Like, it will do no harm if you just take the pregnancy test. What do you have to lose? And I was like, okay, why not? So sure enough, I take the pregnancy test. It comes out negative. Well, I was thinking about it. Of course it's gonna be negative, because if I was pregnant or my body was going through that transition, it had only been a few, probably hours within that time frame. So that was the first thing. And then I got home, the drive was terrible because I kept trying to fall asleep. They say don't drink and drive. I think driving sleepy and tired is the worst, but this was something that I didn't account for. Like, I had to get home somehow, and I honestly thought that I could do it, but my drive was 20 minutes long, so it wasn't a short one, and oh my gosh, it was terrible. Then I got home, and I was supposed to go have dinner with Gus and his family because his cousin was in town. And I just texted him and said, I'm so sorry. There's just no way that I can make it. I crawled into bed. I went back to sleep. I didn't even wake up again until probably like 8 o'clock at night. And I texted him and I was like, can you just bring me some like soup or something? And I think he did. And that's all I ate basically all day. Because I mean, I wasn't even hungry. I remember I drank water after the gym. And then I just passed out. Like, that was it. And so that was the first thing that ever happened in my, I'm gonna call it like my first trimester, because I didn't know that I was getting pregnant. I just thought I was getting sick. I even felt like maybe some food poisoning happening, because you know when you're like food poison, I don't know if you've ever had it, it weakens you up so much. And so I was like, you know what, this is probably what it is. Something's gonna happen. I'm either gonna throw up or it's gonna come out one or the other is what I was thinking, and it didn't happen. It was just strictly weakness and tired. So that was the first thing that happened, and then the next day I was fine. It like completely went away. It was like night and day how I felt the next day. So I was like, oh, interesting. Maybe it was like a 24-hour flu or a 12-hour flu that didn't really particularly grab. I don't know. I genuinely thought I was incubating something and was getting sick, but nothing happened, and now we know why. So that was the first thing. Then the nausea started kicking in, and I never actually threw up from it, but it was just constant nausea, like bad, you guys. I mean, I remember at one point, because nothing sounded good at all to eat, so I would be like, okay, this sounds good. I was like, get me this, and then, you know, I'll eat that or whatever. I remember one time it was like Chipotle tacos. I was like, give me Chipotle tacos and I'll eat that or whatever. Okay, fine. So Gus goes out and gets them, and by the time he comes back and he gives them to me, I'm like, ugh. And I felt horrible because he's like, I am so sorry, what else can I get for you? And I'm like, this is not your fault. I cannot eat that. I don't know why. It just, bleh. It was nausea. Like, I felt like I was gonna throw up if I ate those things. So I didn't end up eating those tacos. And then I would wake up in the morning and I would feel fine, brush my teeth, and then the nausea would kick in. It was like instant. The next thing after that was the tiredness. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever been so tired in my life. I mean, I would work, get home, and I would just lay on the couch like couch potato. And Gus would be like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm just so tired. And then another thing that went along with that was the fact that I was going to bed at like 8 o'clock at night, which is so unusual for me because if you know me, I am a night owl. I don't go to bed early. And so that was a really big change for me. I was like, what is going on? This is so not like me. Gus was in heaven because he is one of those that gets home, eats, and he's ready for bed. But that's not me. And so I was like, what is going on? This is so weird. So that's another thing. And then the weirdest thing was me being a morning person. I mean, on my days off, I was waking up at like 6:30 in the morning. I still am. I mean, the latest I can stay in bed now is like 7:30, which is so bizarre for me because I am not a morning person. But there's something about my hormones that are definitely waking me up early, and I'm like, not okay with that. But also, this might be a little TMI, but I was experiencing loose stool. And I remember the first time I went to the bathroom and it was actually normal. I was like, yes, thank goodness. I remember talking to my doctor about it. I was like, hey, is this okay? Because, I mean, it's been like a regular thing now and I don't know about that. And she was like, yeah, that's part of, you know, your body adjusting to the changes. And I was like, okay, well, I hope it goes away because this kind of sucks. But it did. I mean, it's much better now. So I'm very grateful for that. And then the peeing. The peeing got started really early, you guys. I mean, like 8 weeks soon after my first doctor's appointment. It was like every single night. And ever since then, I have to pee at least twice a night. Oh, and then sometimes it's not even that I have to pee a lot. It's just that I have to pee. There's times that I'm like sitting there like, that's it? I had to pee for this? I had to get up out of bed for this? But that's just how it is, and I had no idea it would be like this. Boy, was I in for a surprise. Honestly, I had no idea. I thought the whole peeing thing was further down the road, like when I'm further along, bigger. No, it got started really early. I mean, last night I had to get up twice, and that's another thing. It takes me forever to go back to bed after getting up to go to the bathroom. Oh, that's awful. I really hope that goes away. And then hunger. So I would go from 0 to 60 in the hangry scale, okay? I would be fine and I'd be like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I need to eat now. And I remember I would tell Gus, I'm like, I need you to stop somewhere and get me food because I am starving. And I've always been one of those people that annoyingly forgets to eat. Yeah, that's been me. I mean, Gus is always like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, dude, we just ate. And he's like, we ate 6 hours ago. And I'm like, oh, I still feel kind of full. That's me. That's my normal me, okay? Not now. Not recently, especially my first trimester. It was like 0 to 60, I am starving and I need to eat now or else kind of thing. And so that was interesting too because I have never experienced that. And Gus is like, finally, you get what I go through every single time I'm hungry. And you're like, I'm not. So now we're on the same level of hunger, or whatever it's called. And then cravings. Okay, so I keep getting asked about cravings. I wouldn't so call them cravings. It's more like what I would be able to eat at the time without feeling like it would gross me out kind of deal. And then I do distinctly remember for like about 2 weeks, I was craving Mexican food. It was like, I need you to stop at a Mexican joint and get me a tostada or tacos or something like that. It was like, I need Mexican food, like now. So that did happen. If there was any cravings, it was that. But other than that, no. I can't pinpoint and say, oh, I've been craving this or I've been craving that, and no, it's just been that. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention is me being cold. So this is something that it has subsided a little bit, but it kind of hasn't. Is me being cold. Like literally, you guys, it's 110 outside and I'm cold here inside. And my house is only 77 degrees. So, and then I go to bed and I have to wear long pants before I go to bed. I can't wear shorts or anything like that. And I mean, I've always worn socks. Doesn't matter what kind of weather that is. But now in the summertime, I typically do like to use shorts and things like that. No, not this summer. That is basically it for my first trimester wrap up. I know I was honestly thinking I would be one of those that gets really sick in the morning. But I didn't see my sister go through that, so that kind of alleviated me, and I was like, hopefully I don't, and I haven't. So I've been very grateful for that. It hasn't been bad, you guys. I know that everything I'm experiencing, it's just new to me, so it just feels like, what the heck? But honestly, I can't complain. It's not bad. I know that it could be so much worse, and that's what keeps me calm every single time something changes. But so far, I am now, as of today, 18 weeks along. And let me see if I can show you a little bump date here. It's kind of gonna be weird because I'm just sitting here on the couch, but you can't really see the belly unless I turn. See, it doesn't really look like I'm preggers until I'm like this, but that's the little belly I got going on right now. Update at work, I'm gonna have to get new scrubs because the scrubs that I have right now, they fit before I got pregnant. So they fit and they weren't tight. They just fit, and that's how I like my scrubs to fit. I like them to fit. I don't like them baggy. Not for me. I want them to fit. So that being said, I didn't have that much room to stretch, and so it is time. And if you guys do like these Mommy Monday updates and bump dates and things like that, please let me know. I really do enjoy doing these just because I like seeing these videos. I want to see what other women are going through or have been through, or, you know, I love sharing this experience. I think it's really cool that we can all come together and share this, you know, just to compare and contrast what we've all gone through. So I think it's pretty neat. But let me know what other videos you guys would like to see in the comments, please. And I look forward to doing more Mommy Monday videos, and I'm super excited to share this journey once again. So I will see you guys in my next diary entry, and until then, un besote. Mwah. Bye.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see